In the beginning, there was nothing. No time, no space, only a single infinite point of potential. But why did it break? 13.8 billion years ago, the universe was born in a moment of violent creation, a cosmic explosion that set the stage for everything we know. From chaos came order. From energy came matter. But the journey from stardust to human consciousness was far from guaranteed. This is the story of your origins, a chain of events so improbable it defies belief. Are you ready to see the truth? Subscribe and hit the bell. We're diving deep. In the first few minutes, the universe was a scorching plasma. As it expanded, it cooled, allowing the first atoms of hydrogen and helium to form. Gravity began its work, pulling matter into a vast cosmic web. This invisible structure would become the skeleton of the universe. For millions of years, the universe was dark. Then, inside these gas clouds, pressure reached a breaking point. The first stars ignited. These first stars were giants, far larger and brighter than our sun. They were the factories that forged the heavier elements needed for life. Stars gathered into galaxies. These islands of light collided and merged, growing larger and more complex over billions of years. Deep within one of these spirals, our home was born. The Milky Way, a sprawling metropolis of 400 billion stars. 4.6 billion years ago, a nearby supernova shockwave triggered the collapse of a cold gas cloud. Our solar system was about to begin. 99% of the matter collapsed into the center, forming our sun. The remaining 1% would become the worlds we know. In the debris disk, dust became pebbles, pebbles became rocks, and rocks became planets. It was a brutal, high-speed game of cosmic billiards. Earth began as a scorched, molten sphere. There was no water, no air, only liquid rock and a rain of fire from above. Then came the collision that changed everything. A planet named Theia struck Earth, blasting debris into orbit that would eventually form our moon. For hundreds of millions of years, Earth was under siege. This heavy bombardment delivered more than just destruction. It brought the ingredients for life. Volcanoes spewed gases, creating a thick, toxic atmosphere. As the planet cooled, the steam condensed. The sky began to fall. It rained for millennia. The first oceans formed, vast, acidic, and dark. This was the primordial soup where the miracle of life would soon begin. In the pitch-black depths, near volcanic vents, complex molecules began to organize. The first spark of life, simple, single-celled organisms. These microbes were the masters of Earth for billions of years. They evolved, adapted, and eventually began to change the planet itself. One group of microbes learned to harness the sun. Photosynthesis. They released oxygen, a poison to most life at the time, but the fuel for our future. Complexity increased. Cells began to cooperate, forming the first multicellular organisms. The pace of evolution was about to explode. 540 million years ago, life erupted in a riot of diversity. In a geological blink, every major animal group we know today appeared. Backbones appeared. The first fish ruled the seas, evolving jaws, scales, and the internal structures that would one day support us. But the water couldn't hold life forever. Plants were the first to conquer the barren continents, turning a gray world green. Animals followed. Reptiles evolved eggs that could survive on land, freeing them from the water and allowing them to dominate the interiors. For 165 million years, the dinosaurs reigned supreme. They were the ultimate predators, masters of a world we would never recognize, until the sky fell again. 66 million years ago, a 6-mile-wide rock ended the reign of the giants in a single, catastrophic day. In the ashes of the old world, our ancestors survived. Small, adaptable mammals emerged from the shadows to inherit the earth. In the trees, primates developed binocular vision and grasping hands. These tools would one day build cities and launch rockets. On the African savanna, we stood up. We walked out of the forest and into the unknown. Our brains grew, and our curiosity became our greatest weapon. We mastered fire. We told stories. We planted seeds. Civilization was born from the dirt, fueled by an insatiable drive to understand. From a single point of light to a global civilization, 13.8 billion years of evolution lead to this moment, to you. But where do we go from here? Subscribe for part 2.